Hey guys, it is Jimmy Keller here with First Glance, and as you can see, I'm in my dorm room. Um, this is well after bow and gun season for 2023. I'm not done yet. I still plan on trying to get turkey on the ground, hopefully, and doing some late season bow hunting, so we will see how that goes. But getting into the video, this is the first video that I'll be putting out, first season that I've ever filmed myself hunting. So it was definitely a learning experience, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. So bow season, we're gonna start there. Saw lots of nice deer, some really big 3-year-olds, but they're all just busted. I mean, every deer I saw was just missing at least two, 3 tines. So I let them all go, and usually I've only shot one deer with my bow, hunting for a few years now, so usually that'd be a tough one for me to pass, but just knowing that they're already busted up and giving them another year to grow, you can't go wrong there. So that was good. It was an awesome experience. Got some great footage that you'll see, so that was pretty cool. Now we get into the bad stuff, so you'll see later, I explain it, but briefly, I was coming in from my stand one day and I saw a buck up on the hill underneath the stand where I actually shot my biggest deer, a 160-inch 10-pointer a couple years earlier, and I just stopped the four-wheeler and I was just glassing on him, checking him out. So it's a pretty nice deer. Had zero intentions of shooting it. I mean, why would I? On my four-wheeler in the middle of a path back to the cabin, like, why would I shoot it with a bow? I mean, it was 60 yards off the road. I mean, didn't really think anything of it. Pulled my phone out, took a picture of it. Just thought it was cool. I was gonna keep driving on, and just something in me, I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab my bow and I'm gonna walk at him and just see what happens. So I get off the four-wheeler, grab my bow, nothing else. I got a Tacticam on the bow, so I start recording on that, and I'm just walking towards this deer, and I get about 30 yards from the four-wheeler. Now I'm about 40 yards from this deer, and he's still just standing there, and I'm just like, what's going on here? Like, I'm just so confused. So I'm walking towards this deer, and I get to about 35 yards, I want to say. I remember correctly, I ranged him, but I'm not positive. It was a while ago now. Get there, I draw back, and my peep sight, when I drew back, it's supposed to be like this. Like, you're looking through it, this is the peep sight, and it was sideways. So I draw back down, because I'm trying to fix it quick, and he takes a couple steps to my right, and I'm just like, damn it, he's behind this tree. But I just got this little window above it that I feel like I can get it right in the sweet spot, right double lung. So I do that, I draw back. He's still standing there, crazy. I shoot and whack, and doesn't go all the way through him. Using a Rage hypodermic. I mean, I switched to fixed blades after this because it is the second deer now that this has happened to me with, actually, believe it or not. He runs off, and I just see blood spraying out of him, and I'm just like, hell yeah, he's down. That's what I thought for a while, and then I came back out 2-3 hours later and tracked him for about 400 yards, and blood ran out, and called in a drone, had him search the whole area, and nothing. Never found the deer. Going from, yeah, I just smoked my second buck with a bow, big nice deer, nice 8-pointer, to I don't even know what happened. So that was a heartbreaker. I took a week or so off and just kind of, thought about it, learned from it, got my bow fixed up, so now I don't have any more peep sight issues. Switched to fixed blades, and I haven't shot my bow at a deer since. But yeah, so you'll get to see that footage, and I kind of explain it more while I'm out in the woods. So it is 2023 opening day. See some movement, a nice buck encounter. Opening day was okay. It wasn't anything that I was expecting for sure, but it was okay. And then second day till the second weekend, was just absolute garbage. I mean, those deer heard those first couple gunshots and just gone. I mean, like, nowhere to be seen. They're in the swamp, bedded. I don't even know. I mean, even at night, like, they were definitely nocturnal. You could tell just by among pictures, but even at night, zero buck sightings. I mean, not even a spike, nothing. They were just gone. So over Thanksgiving, we left for 2 days, went back home, and came back, and the deer on their feet a little bit, still no bucks, but the does were moving around, so we're like, all right, we'll give it another shot here, and got back out in the stand, and we'll see what happens from there.
Here is a nice 10-year-old kick off the bow season. 3-year-old, he is a pretty nice deer. He actually never got within bow range, for me comfortably at least. And he actually had his P4 busted off on the right side. He's about, I'd say he's a 3-year-old, so he'll be a monster next year. So I'm kind of glad he didn't come within bow range, not gonna lie. um, Here is the deer we call Buster. He's a fighter, which is where he gets his name from. He actually broke up his 3 and 4 on the right side. Here he is. He'll be a freak next year, so he'll be fun to see grow up. He actually made the bow. He actually made it through bow and gun season, as you'll see later. And then here's a 9-pointer I saw. Definitely not as big as Buster or the other 10-point, but he's got some potential for sure. And then here is Buster, filmed on the iPhone as I got in the stand and he came out. He's a fighter. He broke off his entire right side, but made it through the gun season, and I can't wait to see what he is next year. And that was the bow season.
Good morning, guys. Jimmy Keller here with First Glance. It is November 4th. It's about 10 a.m. and it's doing a little interview here after having that encounter with that big 10-pointer. Been in the stand since about 6:30 a.m. That is the first buck I have seen today, and the first deer that has came within bow range, or at least close. He got to about 45 yards, maybe 48, and it's a little out of my comfort range by about 6-8 yards, and I just couldn't film and get the shot off. It was too small of a window. But it's nice to see bucks on their feet chasing and coming pretty close, so that's exciting. One of the nicer bucks I've seen this year, so hopefully he comes back around. Grunted at him a few times and he just kept his head down. He didn't care at all. He was out here, so we'll see what happens the rest of the night, or the rest of the morning, into the night, and keep you posted. Alright guys, Jimmy here with First Glance. As you can see, I am in the middle of the road next to my four-wheeler. I was moving stands from over here. I was going to be going to a stand on our big food plot over here for the evening set, and right over here there's a stand right there, old stand. There was a pretty nice 8-pointer standing right under it, so I stopped here and I was checking him out, whatever, and he wasn't moving, so I was like, this is weird. So I grabbed my bow, which is on the ground over there, actually. I get off the four-wheeler and I start walking over towards this buck. And I get to about 35 yards from him, after I've already walked about 40, and he's still just standing there looking at me, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on right now? So I range him. He's at about 35. Draw back, and I let it rip, and it looked like a good shot. Saw blood spraying everywhere. I don't know. Right before I shot him, he was starting to get a little nervous. Obviously, he should have ran away a while ago, but he didn't. And he took like a couple steps, and he just looked like he was really sick, or he had been shot previously. Something was just off. I don't know what was going on, but anyways, we should have a buck down. This is right where I shot him. My bow is on the ground here. So I was standing right here on this little flat. The old Matthews VXR. I had the Tacticam rolling, so hopefully I got the footage, but right there by that little stand, I am on the blood trail. As you can see, we followed it all the way from over by that stand. Alright guys, we are on the blood trail, and I'm walking. I just spotted my arrow up ahead. Alright, so we got about that much penetration. Freaking leaves. Right there. It's definitely enough. Blazers, they're age hypodermic. Off there. There's definitely some stuff on there. Look at that. Little buddy on there. That's funny. Alright. Let's keep it moving here then. I'm honestly shocked that he's not made it this far. And he ended up making it about 250 more yards after that, and till wherever he is now. That's how far I tracked it. Followed good blood. As you could see, it was consistent, and eventually, just speckled, and it was gone, just like that. So it was definitely a heartbreaker. We called in a drone. Didn't get no sign of him whatsoever. So it was tough for sure, but it was a learning moment. And I hope the deer's good. I'm sure he's fine. They're tough animals for sure, but it was definitely a learning moment. Gotta take better shots. Gotta slow down in crazy situations like that, and you just gotta learn from your failures and do better in the future. That's what life is. So definitely tough, but it is what it is. And now it's time to get into gun season. Hey guys, it is Jimmy here with First Glance. It is November 23rd. We on Thanksgiving evening took the day off yesterday and the day before, and just kind of let the woods settle a little bit. It's cold. It cooled down today, so we're back in the woods, hoping that they're gonna move tonight. We are sitting on a food plot next to a bedding area, and we'll see what happens tonight. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get on either a nice buck, or even if a doe or two comes on the food plot, we'll see what we can make happen. So see you then. That's how you do it right there, boys. First year of the 2023 gun season. We got a nice doe. So, yeah, that's how you do it right there. Dropped it right in the food plot, be a nice easy drag, and got some meat in the freezer, so we'll sit the rest of the night and see if anything happens, but for now we got a deer on the ground, so stay tuned. That's a big ass doe. She fat. $1, $2, little doe, $3, and they're all spikes. This is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So let's see what happens. What's up, guys? Jimmy here, the First Glance. We just moved over from the ladder stand, just walked over here. We're all settled in. It is 1 p.m. on November 25th. We are back on that same food plot we were last night with those 2 small 8-pointers and a bunch of those does. So the deer usually start moving around 3:30. So we got some time to wait here, but we're settled in. We're gonna see what happens, keep our eyes peeled. Hopefully a bigger buck will come out with the doe. I feel like it's probably unlikely, so we're gonna see if we can get a doe or 2 on the ground, but yeah, stay tuned and we'll see what happens. equestrian light ended, I was literally packing up my stuff. Literally all of it's packed up. I literally unplugged the camera arm, so I used the button on top of it. This doe ran in literally right as I was about to get up and leave, right in the middle of the food plot, and yeah, we got her done, but that's crazy. That is why the last thing that I pack up is always my cameras. That's number 2, baby. Let's go. Look at this. I was literally leaving the stand. Just shot a deer. Right over there. Right there. Another doe. This door is banging against this railing and I couldn't get it to shut the fuck up. But we got one down. Well, we got 2 down, I guess, but got another one down. So that was interesting.